What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another player prop video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Thank y'all for joining me as always, baby. And as always, propsmadeeasy.com. Only $20 a month. More improvements have just continue to be made. We continue to grow Props Made Easy and make it the best fucking site in the industry and continue to just keep it $20 a month. Let me show you the new progress that has been made at Props Made Easy, the new updates as well. As you guys know, I believe I showed you guys the flip. It'll show you all of 2024 when you flip these player cards over for NFL. All right, it'll show you their history at that line. If it's green, then it means that it agrees with the PME pick. If it's red, the last history is against the PME pick. All right. And you have that for NFL. We now have that for college football. As you can see, we have the 2024 stats for college football that you can flip and see there as well. Remember, if it's green, it means it's on the same side as what the PME pick likes from the sportsbook data and all that. If it's red, then the history has been opposite of what the PME pick is expecting from this time. Okay, but yeah, awesome improvement there. But the biggest, one of the coolest ones, CS2 now has flip sides. Look at this, and it goes all the way up to last 20. Look at that. You can now look at the last 20 for any CS2 play you want. You scroll, boom, last 20, boom. Remember, green means that it's on the same side as the PME pick. Red means it's on the opposite side. Look at that. How cool is that? You can hover over, see the last game, see the matchup, team abbreviation, all that good stuff, man. So, again, we continue to improve. We're going to add this on League of Legends. On any sport we possibly can, we're going to add this on. All right. Probably won't add it on MLB this year because we're at the end of MLB. No point in really adding that at this point. But NBA will have it. And then eventually, come the start of MLB season next year, it'll also be added there as well. All right. So, yeah, love it. I think it's awesome. It's definitely a game changer. Nowhere has last 20 odds that you could just see on the flip card like this. It's definitely game changing. And again, just a way that the PME team has just set ourselves up apart and raised the bar when it comes to player prop tools in this industry. It's still only $20 a month. Anyway, now let's get straight into the picks now that we have shouted out the new improvements. Deebo Samuel Sr. is at the top of the list, under 56.5 receiving yards at a minus 2.78 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook line of 53.72, player projection of 52.9. Projection differential of minus 3.6. So all of the data is signaling under on Deebo Samuel. You flip his card, you'll see that 3 out of the 5 he has in fact gone under. Geno Smith, over 265.5 passing plus rushing yards, 2.75 sportsbook differential on the over. 268.2 is the sportsbook line average, which is that 2.75 differential. 266.8 is the projection, which puts the projection 1.3 points higher than the line on Prizepicks as well. So we like the over on Geno Smith this week at that line. As you can see, the last 4 games, he has in fact gone over that. Brock Purdy, under 253.5 passing yards at a minus 2.42 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook line at 251. Player projection of 252, a minus 1.3 projection differential. All the data is pointing towards the under on Brock Purdy. If you look at 2024, you'll see that 3 out of the 5 games is showing there. We have a couple preseason games here, so don't worry too much about that. But all of 2024 is going to show here, okay? All right, Joe Burrow, under 262.5 passing yards at a minus 2.33 sportsbook differential. Sportsbook line of 260. Player projection of 258, a minus 4. So not only do you have the minus 2.33 sportsbook differential on the under, but you have the projection differential that's minus 4 as well. If you flip it over, you will see that he has gone under predominantly this season. Deebo Samuel, again, under 71.5 rushing plus receiving at a minus 1.92 sportsbook differential. Look at the backside. He's cleared. He's gone over this in 3 of the 5 games, but the data is screaming towards the under in this one. Kenneth Walker III, under 20.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.83. Sportsbook line averages 18.6 on him. Player projections 19.2. Everything's signaling the under on Kenneth Walker's receiving yards. The last 2 games he has gone over this line. but that doesn't really mean anything because it's a very small sample size of only 3 games that Kenneth Walker has started this season. So keep that in mind. DeAndre Swift, under 18.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.62. Sportsbook line of 16.8. Player projection of 18.1. A minus 0.4 projection differential. Look at his flip side. You will see that he has cleared this in every single game. But sportsbook data and player projection data are expecting him to have his first game under this. Now, it depends. However you see things, right? Obviously, I always tell y'all, I encourage you to go off of the data more than I do like a small sample of 5 games. You feel what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that is an interesting thing to know, which is why we have added it to the site, just so you can know how a player has done on a certain line. Kirk Cousins, over 241.5 passing yards at a 1.57 sportsbook differential. 243 sportsbook line on average. Player projection of 245, which is 3.6 projection higher. If you flip his card, you'll see that outside of this last game where he went crazy against Tampa Bay, which might be signaling that offense starting to gel and click together, he has gone under. But this spot is a good over against Carolina for sure, especially if Carolina can keep this game competitive. And with their new addition at quarterback, getting rid of Bryce Young, they have been so much better. So this should be a good spot for Kirk Cousins to clear as well. Geno Smith, under 253.5 passing yards alone at a minus 1.47. As we said with his passing plus rushing, he's done very well his last 4 games. But individually, this is a tough matchup against San Francisco. So remember that. Anyway, that is it for that. Let's look at all sports books. Brock Purdy's under 260.5 passing yards is at minus 7.62 on Hot Streak. And yes, anytime you change a sports book, the line will change on the flip. Okay? So instead of the Prizepicks line, this is showing 260.5 on this side. Okay? So it will automatically adjust on the flip side to whatever that fantasy book's line is. Minus 7.62. Caleb Williams, over 227.5 on better at a 6.33 on the over. He's had a couple games where he's gone over. Other than that, he's kind of gone under. Maybe last week he finally started to kind of get things going. He's got Keenan Allen in the lineup. So, yeah, it's an interesting spot for Caleb Williams. Brock Purdy on sleeper, under 268.5 passing plus rushing. Deebo Samuel Sr. under on Hot Streak at 57.5. So some really good value for NFL Week 6 still. Let's move on to college football. All right, looking at college football, we have Garrett Nussmeier, under 300.5 passing yards at a minus 3.73. Sportsbook lines on average are at 296.7 on him. As you can see, out of his games so far this season, he has gone over this line in 4 of the 5 games. But again, it's a small sample of 5 games. I would signal under here against Ole Miss. I believe that's Ole Miss. Jordan James, under 77.5 rushing yards at a minus 3.08. As you can see on his flip side, he has been a beast this season. But matchup is much tougher in this one against Ohio State, I believe that is, right? So, yeah, tough matchup here, under on Jordan James of 77.5. Jordan James, under 89.5 rushing plus receiving at a minus 1.88. Avery Johnson, under 64.5 at a minus 1.82 sportsbook differential. If we look at the back, 3 of the 5 games this season, he has, in fact, gone under. Emeka Egbuka, I can't say his name, under 68.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.75 sportsbook differential on the under his 68.5. If you flip it over, you'll see he's gone over this in 4 of the last 5 games so far in 2024. He's gone over in 4 of them. But this is a good spot for him to finally go under, as the data is telling you. Michael Hawkins Jr., under 171.5 passing yards at a minus 1.75. Flip that on over. You'll see that he has, in fact, gone under in every game this year that he has started. Evan Stewart, under 35.5 receiving yards at a minus 1.71. Flip it over. You will see that he has gone under it in 4 of the 5 games this season. So, yeah, man, it's just I love this new PME, man. PME is fire. I'm not going to lie. I love this. NBA preseason, nothing on the board at the moment. Looking at MLB. For MLB, man, now that we're in the playoffs, the lines are going to be incredibly tight. Just letting y'all know that. I mean, 50.8 is the highest chance to hit right now. So I wouldn't get too involved with that. I'd maybe take a Goblin and hope for a discount, or pair that Goblin up with a CS2 or something. There's just nothing for MLB, and I'm not going to sit here and promote a 50.8 play. But you can go to all sportsbooks and find better value other places. Fliff has Ranger Suarez under 12.5 outs at 53.7, one chance to hit. And then you have Jazz Chisholm under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at a 53.12. You could pair with that on Fliff. All right. Other than that, there's not a ton for MLB right now. Y'all let me know if y'all would like the last stats, the history stats for NHL. I can add that if you guys want, if that's something you guys are interested in. Sidney Crosby under 3.5 shots on goal at 51.52. The highest odds gets as high as -138 on Sidney Crosby on Pinnacle on his under shots on goal of 3.5. And projection is at 3.27, also under. So I like that spot for NHL. If we go to all sports books, you'll see William Nylander over 3.5 shots on goal at 53.1 as the best bet over on Hot Streak. Fliff has Nylander over 3.5 as well. Parlay play. Hard Rock, Micah Zibanejad over 2.5 shots on goal on Hot Streak is almost there, but a 52.86. Nonetheless, let's move on. MLB first inning, nothing really to write home about. MLB Fantasy will be there, but closer to the game's beginning. If we look at WNBA, nothing for Prizepicks at the moment, but you can see Parlay Play and Hot Streak have a few. Nothing for PGA. For MMA, we have Themba Garimbo under 38.5 significant strikes at a -2.8. Daniel Rodriguez over 70.5 significant strikes at a 2. Jung-Young Park over 66.5 significant strikes at a 1.6 are all of the best bets there. Nothing for tennis. Nothing for soccer at the moment. We will add the history to League of Legends. For right now, we don't have it, but we will be adding that. Creme versus Jackie Love, under 17 first 2 map kills combo at a -2. Elk plus Knight, under 23.5 first 2 map kills combo at a -2. Humanoid plus Noah, over 13.5 first 2 map kills at a 1.75. Humanoid plus Oscarinen plus Resort, over 14 first 2 map kills at combo at a 1.5. Jackie Love by himself, under 9 first 2 map kills at a -1.5. All 1.5s are higher and good value there. For CS2, Hen 1, under 14.5 -2 sportsbook differential on the under. Grab the under on Hen 1. If you flip his card over, you will see that he has been a beast. And over his last 5 games has been fantastic. But it tells a different story when you extend that the last 20. You'll see there's a lot of green going under as well there. There's more green going under than there is red. All right. Lukoisi, under 13.5 first 2 map kills at a -2. Let's check him out. Last 5, again, same situation. He's gone over in most of his last 5, but if you look at his last 20, he also has gone over in multiple of those. So if that makes you say, okay, data says the under on him, but if I look at his last 20, he's gone over in most of them, I'm just going to skip this prop. That's perfectly fine. You utilize the tools however you want to utilize them. I always encourage data over history. But again, you use it how you want. Under 13.5 first map kills at a -1.75 for, what's his name? Fazin? I'm gonna call him F. Flip his card over. You will see he's gone under in 3 of the last 5. Extend it to 10. He's gone under in half of those games. You extend it to 20. It looks like he's gone under majority in his last 20. Mazinho, under 19 first 2 map headshots at a -1.67. You look at his last 5, 3 of the last 5 he has gone over. Look at his last 20. It does seem like he goes over majority of the time. But the data's saying under. But yeah, man, cool new advancement to the tools. Hopefully you guys love it. We're going to continue adding things that can make life better on y'all and allow you to be able to just have props made easy, not have to spend a ton of money on a bunch of other stuff. Just spend the $20 on props made easy a month and have majority of your bankroll to put on your slips and all that good stuff. So thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday. Y'all stay safe out there. And as always, God bless. Peace.